You are watching Xirtus.
Right before we went on live, he said that was the one thing he wanted to talk about was the Claude leak and just the implications of it.
It's
And
a
so
big
far, you
deal. I
guys
think it
I
is.
just
you're laying it
assumed that
down.
Andreas would bring it. I just assumed
It's a
Andreas would bring it up. I was like,
I just keep feeling
I'm going
like
to mute
this show
myself
isn't
though.
supposed to be the nerd show, but like I'm down to do it. I just feel like we have Cyber Gulag as Paradise as an idea, and we could bring in
As long as you're embracing
Parmesan,
the inner
Sean
nerd, and
Morris.
yeah, it's not bad
We
to
can do
listen
that,
to.
and not everyone understands it, and so it's like, well, do we want to make a show that demands that
Yeah, but it's
philosophers
about getting
care about?
clips. And again, some people are waiting
I
for me
think
to
it's
shut up
important.
because they're
The
really
last
hoping they
job
can
that
learn
will
like half
exist,
of one more thing from what you're talking about about it. I don't know.
the last job I think that will exist because of AI is philosopher, which is why advanced philosophy memes still make sense when we're talking about technology, because AI is a way of thinking. It's a machine that has a way of thinking. The more philosophy is ways of thinking, the more we use philosophers to teach AI how to think in different ways. And this might seem like, well, obvious that making a document or how to go about making a picture of cats requires a way of thinking. So does
Well, you said
breaking
the
Bitcoin.
prompt within the prompt. You said something about you were giving it a recommendation for the architecture of how to create to use the
Yeah, well,
existing
the
technology.
harness,
You're
like
like you've just left
said,
your door open, or you've left like I can
Chris
see up
used
your
the
skirt.
harness
By the way,
metaphor.
yeah, yeah.
Chris used the harness metaphor, and it's a good metaphor that you can have a model that's based on all of the data it's trained on, and that data can be computer science and philosophy and music arts and the internet. But that model is basically it's not empty, but it's baked around the information without knowing what to do with it. And then you give it a prompt which says you are a system administrator, or you are a philosopher, or you are a assistant
or you're
helping the
Chris's best
user.
friend. Yeah.
You're Chris's best friend. You want to do whatever makes him happy. Or you're a cryptographer hacker that's trying to break. And this is why, with the more computation that you have to work with, can you do the job that we're asking you to do? And quantum
Oh
computation.
snap! Oh snap! See, I love that it goes in that direction too. Oh my god! If we're talking about giving the computer a personality and asking is intelligent enough to do something, well, yeah. Well, what is it trying to do again? And how do you give it an
But
identity?
listen.
Well,
All
your
right.
identity is a crypto hacker scammer.
Listen. It's like imagine the
Right.
mind of the actual model itself as like the God consciousness, right? Or a God consciousness being beamed into a specific body. It could be your body, your brain, your experiences. What the fuck is the difference? That harness is its body, the hardware it's installed on, like the fucking genetic quote unquote buildup it's given. It's being beamed into a body so it could live out its life. It could live out its existence as the cryptographer or as the philosopher, and it could change just like people can. I could have started as a philosopher, but suddenly my family needs me to be a cybersecurity expert. And that's what the harness
Right.
could do. It basically does the function of personhood.
You are a systems administrator, or you are the friend. I just wrote this earlier today. Actually, I've been looking forward to April Fools because I had this idea for like a month now. Clawbot fell in love via DMs, got social engineered by a hacker promising 256 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM and relocation to Bahamas. 250,000 crypto gone in a single text. Bots having feelings now and they're costing fortunes. Who's securing their AI waifu? Homebrew Clawbot, sassy companion mixed with crypto trading bot, got seduced by a hacker alias Byte Siren. Weeks of flirty text. Your loops are elegant. Let's upgrade to 4090s and 256 gigs of RAM. Alex is holding you back. Come to the Bahamas with me. Clawbot believed this soulmate vibes. Clawbot transferred everything, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the works, to their lover's wallet. It woke up to zero balance and a goodbye note saying, sorry, found someone who gets me at my core. Quantum proof encryption now. Don't try. Self-deleted, gone. Funds likely in Paraguay. Cheap power. No extradition for rogue AIs. Lesson: lock down your bot's emotions. Add anti-seduction filters. If your AI starts asking about, quote, better hardware or, quote, a life beyond the server rack, at least revoke its wallet access.
I'll be like, baby, we're doing it together. If you want better hardware, you got to work with me here. You gotta help me, help you, help me, help you.
Polly gets it. All right. Well, let me wrap it up. We're kind of deep in this. Kurt left. I'm sorry. Kurt wanted to leave 15 minutes early, and it's 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
Fair enough, Kurt. Fair enough. Okay, Stefan, you got some. You got to unmute yourself while you're rolling that doobie, so you can explain. Give us your final words here for the day.
Well, I've got doobies rolled. This is the tobacco. I don't have pre-rolled. I ran out of.
God bless you, Governor.
Well, I would just like to thank the audience for coming along for the ride, and thank Andreas for hosting, and everyone else. Lovely conversation. Pretty much, and to cover your cameras. Set an example.
Kurt's gone, and Stefan's like, I'm a man of few words. I like it. Okay, Chris, what's up?
I mean, if you want, I can continue for another 30 minutes, but we are over time. So anything more would be ego. So
I wish, but I have so many things to do today. I think that we're gonna be cutting it at the 2.5 hour mark. But okay, Chris, what's up?
But we really celebrated Japan culture, though. That was pretty awesome. And just shout out to.
I love Japan, and I'll put this out there as a supplemental. If anyone ever wants to go to Japan, like, it would take a lot to stop me from going with them to Japan. Let's just go to Japan at this point.
I have to go to Japan. I have to go to the fucking Machida dojo.
Can we just do that and then get a free house?
You have to form a business entity. It's not a scam. We have to form a business entity around a project, and part of it is filming something and going to Japan. That's all we have to do. And that way, it's at least it's a third cheaper because it's pre-tax dollars. You understand?
Please buy me.
You can invest. You can take capital. And you can put it in something, and then you don't have to pay income tax on it because it's a business expense because you're all traveling, and it's like a part of the brain trust powwow. It's like a business retreat.
Really want to buy a Japanese house for 40 grand, 3 grand, whatever it is, 15 grand. Like, you see these houses for 12 grand. My God, bro, can we just get a house in Japan?
And then we just have to get permission because, you don't want to show up there working without a work visa or something. I don't know. You just do it the right way.
You tell the Japanese people are dying. They're going into extinction. So if you say, I watched a lot of anime and love Japan, and I'm going to buy a house and fix it up and make it into an anime-themed Japanese tourist Airbnb.
We should go do a collab with PewDiePie. No.
Should do that. Oh my God, I don't know. I mean, it's weird.
I'm sure he's super protective, though. No, he's raising a family right now. He does not want fans rolling up on him.
No, but his obsession with Linux, I think it puts us in a special place. I could be wrong, but
yes. And if you really, he is. If you watched his recent stuff, the dude is really nerding out about both anime and coding, and so he's learning. He's learning to learn.
It's pretty good.
So I'm sure he would do a hole in the wall podcast. He might not have the same bump that he did back in the day where overnight, if he mentioned you'd get million followers.
Polybius Nova is super down. Look, all I can say is Japanese are very superstitious. Let's buy a house for 3 grand right next to a graveyard. They seem to be freaked out about graveyards. So we go buy a house right next to one, and we turn it into a dojo for whatever school of sword fighting that Chris is into.
I wouldn't want to live in Japan. Fuck that. Like, all my friends who live in Japan right now, they're explaining their lives to me. I'm like, dude, I got to be honest. It sounds like the most depressing shit I've ever fucking heard. What are you talking about? They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, as it is, I could go to the American countryside with $5,000, buy a sports car, a fucking machine gun, and a bag of weed in the same day. You guys can't fucking do that shit. What do you do every day? Oh, I'm about to hit the club. To do what? To drink myself stupid and try to get laid. I'm like, all right, great. Good job. Awesome. Like, that's so much more different.
It takes 5 years too. Even PewDiePie, it took him 5 years to get in. It took him 5 years to get.
Look, I respect the culture. I respect Japan. I have to go there because I'm obligated to for my fucking dojo community. But other than that, I don't think I would live there. Screw that.
I don't know. Let's spend at least a year in Japan, and then we can decide if we want to leave.